Hello and welcome to my League of Legends Roundup, where we cover the games that took place today, August 27th, in the four major regions. Later on in this video, you're going to see me earlier today doing this part of the video. That's because it's 9:30 now my time, and in 3.5 hours, which will be, I'll say later, 3 hours, this series is going to start. And I go over that in the second half of the video. Right now, let's go over the LEC and LCS. Link for the Discord is in the description if you'd like to go there. I'm going to go to sleep after I upload this. And the first time I get up, which could be 2 hours, could be 5 hours, whenever, I'm going to stay up on whatever sleep I got. And we're going to start the day. This is the last day till January, where all four major, depending on when regional finals are, regional qualifiers. But I think this might be the last day where all four major regions play on the same day. Cross my fingers. Or at least this is at 1 o'clock, right? We don't want this at 1 o'clock anymore. That's not good. So, Misfits G2. I had G2 winning this, and it was pretty clear cut. G2 winning 3-1. Caps 22-6, 38, 30% of the team's damage. Flacked 22-6 and 33. They did Yasuo bot in game 1 and blew him out. Misfits would then win game 2, and G2 would win 3 and 4. Neon 20, 10, 13, 40% of damage, and Vethio 7, 12, and 17. To put in perspective, it was Neon versus everybody. Neon tried to 1v9, could not get the job done. 40% of damage across 4 games is impressive in a losing effort. Definitely tried his hardest. In a Sivir game where he lost, he had like 65k damage. Just absolutely crazy. Nearly 1k damage per minute on the entire series. I mean, it was just a case of Misfits were going to be outclassed. It was just going to happen. Mursa has not been in a moment like this before, besides spring, obviously. So it was something that was kind of new to him. Zanzara, was outclassed. This was a matchup that Misfits were going to struggle in. Now, I think they're in the loser bracket, so we'll see if they can, fight their way out of it. But as far as right now looking at it, they are definitely a step below G2. LCS, TL, and 100 Thieves. 100 Thieves would win 3-2. They started the series 2-0. Liquid would then respond, winning 2 games, and in Game 5, Abadage took the bull by the horns, getting 9 kills, going 26, 11, and 21, with the team leading 28% of damage on the game. Someday, 13, 9, and 33 in top, playing Aatrox, I think 4 out of 5 games, possibly. Bwipo in top. If you watched my roundup from yesterday, I highlighted Bwipo and Someday as a matchup to watch. Lo and behold, Bwipo 19, 17, 24 with the team leading 26% of damage. Hansama 15, 12, and 31 in bot. Bwipo pulled out Urgot twice, pulled out Set, pulled out Olaf, and then played Renekton in Game 5, which has been an awful champion for pretty much everybody that has played it so far in the 4 major regions. He tried to get crazy with it. Urgot looked awful in Game 1. His Olaf did not look good, but his Urgot in Game 3 was solid. The Set was really good. Like, that's Bwipo in a nutshell. And I said yesterday, he can't get cringe with these picks if they want to win. It's truly coin flip, and he went 2-2 on the coin flip picks. Urgot twice and Olaf and Set. And then when he went meta with Renekton, he lost. A lot of Seraphine bot. I think 3 games at minimum we saw Seraphine bot in this series, which is not a surprise. 100 Thieves likes to rely on that. CLG as well. I thought CLG was on the board, but C9 is. But 100 Thieves will pull it out. Huhi does a good job on Seraphine. Just a matchup that they do well with. Liquid ended up picking it in Game 5, which they won. Or was it Game 4? No, I thought it was maybe Game 5. I think, no. 100 Thieves picked Seraphine bot in Game 5. Game 4, TL picked it. Game 5, TL picked Miss MF bot and lost. So we had some interesting picks in this one as 2 teams that I expect to go to Worlds duked it out. These 2 teams I have 19th and 15th in the power rankings for a reason. They're really close. I guess you could swap them hypothetically for next week. Neither one I quite have at the EG level. We'll see how EG does tomorrow, but that is in the second half of the video, which I went over earlier today. So now on to that. Okay, now for the sneak peek. You're probably looking at this like, oh shoot, it's the daytime. It was just nighttime. Why the hell is it daytime all of a sudden? Well, I didn't realize that Gen G and T1 was occurring at 1 o'clock in the morning my time, which is maximum maybe 3 hours from when this video gets uploaded. I don't know when it's going to be uploaded tonight, but that's a quick turnaround. I'm not getting any sleep tonight, really. So the more of this video that I got done before it was time to upload it, I get back and do my roundup of the LCS games that aren't even on the board yet, because I'm doing this during the Misfits G2 series, the better, so I can get more sleep. Tomorrow we're going to grind. We got all 4 regions. Gen G and T1 to start us off. This has been predestined all year long. We thought it was going to be Gen G, T1 going to Worlds, and that's what it's come down to. Gen G 17-1, first in my power rankings. T1 15-3, and 5th. Week 4, day 3, T1 would win 2-1. Owner 8-3-9. Week 7, day 4, Gen G would win 2-0. Ruler going 16-3-6. 1 game, 11 kills on Lucian. How do I feel about this? This is going to be a 5-banger. I really do. I think it's going to be a close series. It'd be delusional not to think that. I think that both these teams are very elite. We're going to see them get out of groups at Worlds and duke it out in the best of 5 portion of the of the tournament. Why do I have Lehens and Keria here? Well, I could pick Guma and Ruler, but I feel like it's actually the supports that are going to do more work than Ruler and Guma. Because Keria definitely, I think, right now is the best player on T1, mechanically, and what he can offer to the team, making things happen, affecting the Rift, and affecting, most importantly, the bot lane. Now, Lehens' Yuumi is very good. Will Gen G pick Yuumi? I don't know. They used Yasuo against Yuumi in the past, so it's going to be an interesting bot lane. I do think that Keria is capable of probably pulling off that crazy crap in bot lane as well. So, between the two, I think that they're going to really cause some chaos down there, and it'll be up to Ruler and Guma to manage that as they're being harassed by the supports and trying to deal out damage in fights, because right now this is a bot lane meta through and through. Mid lane usually becoming a facilitator role. Unless Ahri is picked, then maybe Ahri goes off once in a while. Top lane more facilitator oriented. You may see a Kennen here or there, or now Renekton, but really those champions aren't doing too much. And then Owner and Peanut in jungle, just going to kind of make things happen. I mean, the Wukong, I guess, Trundle, Poppy, things like that. We'll see what happens in that one. That one will be a very, very intense series. EDG and Top, another intense series. Loser finals. They just played each other last week. Top winning 3-2. Knight went 15-9-15, despite him not having the most kills in the game for Top. I had him on here. Game 4 and Game 5, he was a menace as EDG were up 2-1. Gave Knight Silas in Game 4, and Knight would go off in that one, and then do very well in Game 5 to secure the win. Top also went with Senna-Bot in Game 5, taking the pressure off of Jackie Love, which was interesting. Viper versus Jackie Love is what I want to watch. These two have played like 2 of the best 580 carries in the world, all split long, especially down the stretch here in the playoffs. You could argue with Ruler, they're all top 3. Playing exceptional League of Legends. Jackie Love coming off of a monster series against JDG where they came up short. This is going to be an interesting one. You know, this is, like I said yesterday, between JDG and Top, this is the type of series that makes you say, we're going to see this at Worlds again. This is like a Worlds level match as well as this one. The quality of teams. You are looking at 2 of definitely the top 5 teams in the world right now. EDG 4th and Top 3rd for me in the power rankings. It could go either way. Went to game 5 games last time. I expected to go to game 5 games tomorrow. Thankfully, the one plus of this being at 1 o'clock, the only silver lining is that there won't be a lot of overlap here. So there is a possibility that we'll be able to watch some of both series without any overlap. And then after LPL's done, we have an LEC match. Not quite as, not quite as sexy as these two, but XL and Fnatic, XL 9-9, Fnatic 10-8, 25th in my power rankings. Week 1, Day 2, XL would win, Patrick going 8-0-6. Week 5, Day 2, XL would win, Finn going 5-0-3. So XL 2-0 against Fnatic this split. This was earlier on. Last time they played Week 5, Fnatic has definitely done better down the stretch as the bot lane meta has become paramount. Upset has been really tearing it up on Sivir and Zeri. Will he pick a Draven maybe? Caitlyn was picked yesterday, and they play Caitlyn and Fnatic. So all of a sudden, there is an option there for Fnatic that maybe we didn't expect going down, tomorrow. XL, though, has their number, which is the thing. I wouldn't have expected that, really. If you didn't look back at it, you're probably like, oh, Fnatic should have this. But XL's been able to do work against them, done really well. Patrick has went off. And, I mean, both games really he did pretty well. And in Game 2, I mean, there weren't close games. So this will be an interesting one. I do think that, I like Fnatic going to Worlds, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to be by a lot. I have a feeling that a lot of the Western teams are kind of just like, whatever, going into this event. So, I'm not surprised by any result, really, in the LEC right now, as G2, struggle a bit against Misfits. Where we are right now is between Game 3 and Game 4. LCS, C9, and EG. C9 coming off of just barely getting by CLG in 5 games. EG 15-3, 13th in the power rankings. Opening day, EG would win. Danny going 9-2-3 on an Ezreal. In that game, C9 did not have their starting lineup due to visa issues. Final day, Week 8, Day 3, EG would win. Inspired going 10-1-8 on a Vi. Berserker versus Danny is what I want to watch. Despite Inspired going off in Game 2, their second game, final day of the split. I do not think that Blabber is going to be able to really keep up with Inspired. So, really, the way I look at this, C9 and EG, EG have the edge everywhere except top lane. I give Fudge the edge. But is Fudge good enough to be able to overtake Impact to the point where he can carry? That remains to be seen. I do think C9 is competitive. I do think they have a chance definitely to get into Worlds. I think they are the 4th best team in the region. But I do think there is a gap here for sure. So I am leaning EG. I think that, the bot lane will be fun because we have 2 young bot laners that are the future of the LCS playing a best of 5. That is an important thing to note. I feel like it's worth watching. And we'll see how it pans out as we go down the stretch here in playoffs and try and, have Worlds on our home turf. So that's it for my roundup for today. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. It's kind of weird doing this when I know I still have to do the first half of the video, but, damn it, the outro's there. Discord link's in the description. I probably said that when the video started. Memberships for YouTube will come out on the 1st of September. If you want to start getting, if you want to get the esports betting and gambling content in addition to the NFL, American football content, that will be extra videos, posts, things like that. That'll only be members only. I don't know how much it's going to be yet. I'm not going to do player over-unders like I've been doing, so it won't be as expensive as it was before. And I don't know, I guess people can have emojis and things and badges and crap. So if I can do that, people can have that in the comments if they want it. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you come back for more content.